Why do I write and talk at the same time? It does slow me down.
Customers looking at the price.
Customers seeing and hearing, which does what to your powers of communication? Doubles it. Okay? Stephen, you're looking at a $40,000 vehicle. You mentioned you wanted to finance it. I'm going to tell you, most of our customers on a vehicle in this price range would like to put down somewhere between $8,000 to $10,000. Now, did you have those numbers in mind, or did you have another number in mind?
Sounds a little high.
Okay. Well, look, Stephen, make no mistake. We're going to do it your way. But can I share with you why people want to put down that kind of money on a vehicle in this price range?
Sure, yeah.
Okay. Number one, and this is sort of the keys to your financial well-being when you finance a car. What you want to do is you want to lower the balance to finance. Because when you do that, all sorts of cool things happen, and they're all cool for you. Stephen, you did not strike me as the type of guy that wanted to go back to your neighborhood tonight and brag that you had the highest payment in the neighborhood. Did I read you right?
Yeah, I'm not doing that.
Okay. The lower the balance to finance, oftentimes, not every time, and I'll explain that in just a few minutes, oftentimes the lower the monthly investment. Okay? Now, when you lower the balance to finance, you're also doing something that you told me that you were bound and determined to do today, and that's save money, right?
I'm in on that, Steve.
Okay, when you lower the balance to finance, doesn't matter who you borrow the money from, there's going to be fewer finance charges, which means more money stays in your pocket. Number four, you know, most people don't have the opportunity to do this, although they would all like to, and that's shorten the term. And the reason most people can't shorten the term is they're not putting down enough money. But with you putting down a decent amount of money on this vehicle, you've got the option to shorten the term. And when you shorten the term, a couple really cool things happen again. Number one, well, you save money. Because it doesn't matter who you borrow the money from, the shorter the term, the fewer the finance charges you're going to pay.
Yeah.
In addition, you know, every single day, Stephen, somebody shows up here fired up about buying a new or used car or truck.
Right.
And we're fired up for them because we want to help them buy it.
Yeah.
And then 2 hours later, after a lot of blood, sweat, and tears, they leave frustrated and disappointed. We stay here frustrated and disappointed because we couldn't put it together. Wasn't that we didn't have the right vehicle, wasn't that the prices weren't right. The problem was the way they had purchased their last vehicle. They almost always have financed it too long and put down too little, so they're suffering from negative equity, meaning they owe a whole lot more on the car than it's worth.
Yeah.
One way to avoid that: lower the balance to finance, shorten the term, you gain freedom. And that's freedom to trade or sell the car when you choose to, not when some fat banker tells you that you can, okay? And lastly, Stephen, everybody wants the dream payment. And you know what the dream payment is?
What's that,
The
Steve?
dream payment, Stephen, is no payment at all. Lower the balance to finance, shorten the term, you pay off the sucker that much quicker, and you are riding free and clear. So, Stephen, taking into consideration saving money, not one, but two ways. Shortening the term, increasing your freedom to trade or sell when you want to. If we can't get to 8,000 or 10,000, how close can we come?
I understand freedom and free. I can't quite do the 8, but how can you do something like $2,000, Steve?
That's a good start. Okay? Now, what most people who are watching out for their finances don't want to do is they do not want to pay interest on taxes.
Yeah.
Taxes are bad enough.
They are.
Okay?
That's right.
We don't want to pay interest on taxes. Your taxes on this particular vehicle are going to be about $2,500. Could you see fit to add another $2,500 to that $2,000, making a total of $4,500 and gain all these benefits right here?
How about we do the $2,500 total?
Okay? Could we do $3,000 if necessary?
If you got to. Just Christmas is coming up, Steve.
I tell you what, keep the $1,500 and only do $3,000. All right? Forget the $4,500. We can live with $3,000. I told you we'd do it your way. Cool?
All right, cool.
Okay. That's having a conversation with a purpose, and that purpose is to get as much money as we can out of them.
Can I see that picture?
Yep.